YouTube is grabbing. Is you gonna pull me in, like I was saying, is you gonna pull me in that prayer closet and is we gonna pray? Like what? Man, I can talk for days. I done been with somebody at they lows and they made me feel like I was wrong for being there for them at they lows. Man, what? Been not done that. They played the side field and everything. Like I done been there, done that, baby. I'm not doing it no more. My next relationship gonna be my it's gonna be my husband. Like Peace McIntyre say, baby, I'm not gonna play. We gonna get married. We gonna get married. We gonna do it right. And I ain't waiting no. You cut me off, y'all. And I ain't waiting no 5 years. I'm not waiting no 10 years. If I was gonna do that, I'm gonna remain single. Baby, I can wait by myself, by my lonesome, just me and the Lord. I'm not doing all that waiting. I done wasted it. I want to say wasted. I put a lot of time in somebody that was never promised me. It cut me off. I don't put a lot of time in somebody and people that never promised me or even brought up marriage until I mentioned it. Like I'm not doing that. Maybe you gotta know what you want with me. I'm not going. They flirt. That's why I said people be saying what they want on the internet. People flirt all the time. And I just ain't going. I'm not going. I smile all day. Thank you all day long, but baby, I'm not going. No, I don't want to exchange numbers. No, I don't want to sit and have dinner with you because I could already tell, even just by your conversation that led up to this, it ain't going nowhere. I ain't wasting nobody's time and I'm not wasting mine. Okay. Yeah, man. I feel like we as women, we we don't give ourselves enough credit. And then when we do, we try because we put some credit in. And we feel like like we feel not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying that some women feelings when it comes down to certain things, especially waiting, isn't valid because you do put a lot of us women do put a lot of time, but we don't give ourselves grace. I don't feel like we give ourselves no grace. When something don't go right with a person as far as marriage versus us walking away gracefully and we be so caught up in our feelings and baby ball up them feelings and move around. But instead we be tearing black men down and I don't like that. Just cause he tore you down, boo, you gotta know God gonna come back, spin the block on you, honey. He saw he ain't missed nothing. That's the purpose of being with somebody. Is to support each other, help each other. But people don't want to do that. They think a lot. The internet has people thinking that these perfect relationships exist because it's what they put out on the social media. Whole time behind closed doors and what people don't want you to see, and even the stuff that they do, it's still not real. It's still not what really goes on inside of marriages, inside of relationships. There's some real stuff really going on, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That cheating stuff, that adultery stuff that be going on, God was very specific when he was talking about that. You should not do what with this person wife or your neighbor wife. He was very specific when it came down to okay, what's excusable when you get married and you decide to, you know what I'm saying, move on with your wife or move on from a different wife. He was very specific. And all that cheating stuff, baby, you cheat on me one time, you gotta go. Even in the talking phase, you gotta go. I'm not playing like that. Because if you cheat one time and I let it slide, you'll cheat again. I'm not doing it. Now that's for better or for worse, I'm not doing. God was specific when it came down to that. I'm not doing that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not stupid. To outsiders, it looks stupid, right? It looks absolutely stupid. Because I was one of those people, Brazy. I was in an abusive relationship, verbally, mentally, emotionally. But at first, abusers don't show that sign at first. I'm gonna just say that. They don't show that they're like that. You can even have a conversation and be like, oh, don't you ever do this. At first, there were so the signs. I'm gonna say there may have been in my situation, there may have been some red flags that I should have been like, nope, there's a potential. But at the same time, I never expected because it was not something that was because word of mouth is a big thing. It was not something that was brought up. So I didn't expect it. So when it did happen, I was appalled. And I know you probably like, and I was hurt by it. But I genuinely love this person. And that's what I think women who go through that, they genuinely loving this person. And believe it or not, it's an addiction. It's like a dopamine high. Like, you know, when you do drugs and you get hooked to it, people are like that too. And Tyler Perry said in one of his plays, he was like, love somebody love, and he was like, love can be a drug too. Love, it can be a drug. Love is literally think well, let's go biblical. Think about it. Jesus loved us so much. Well, God loved us so much that he gave his only begotten son. So God had to sit back, even though God knew what was in plan. As a father, when you become a father, or anybody that got any type of family members, could you imagine? And we really got to think about, could you imagine that somebody that you genuinely love, your grandmama, your auntie, decide, you know what, baby, even though you're gonna take this punishment, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna lay on this cross. I'm gonna bet it. And my pastor did a perfect example of this. He told a story, and he was like, it was a king. He had thought somebody he had thought somebody had done took something or something like that, and come to find out it was his daughter. It was the king's daughter. So the king couldn't go back on his word. So he literally, when they said the punishment, when the king was like, "Well, the punishment is what it is, go through with it." So the daughter, they stripped the daughter back or whatever, and they laid her up. This is back in the day. They laid her on the thing, and the father, the king, came down off of his throne and literally laid on and was like, "Go through with it." And the guard was like, "Sir, we can't do this." And he was like, "Yeah, you gonna go through with it." And he laid on his daughter back and took the punishment. How many? If you think about it, that's just like how when people is in those type of relationships, that's how it be. It's a high. It is. It's the love. I'm trying to tell you, it don't got nothing to do with that person as a whole. It's genuinely the love that it's because God love. That's that agape love that no matter what you do to me, I still love you in spite of. I've learned what agape love is. I was in a relationship with somebody that I literally, genuinely, they could literally do anything, and I love them just that much. That's why I'm so defensive when they come down to not really defensive, but on I wouldn't even say on edge because God's still working on me on that. Like I know what I want now. I know my standards and my boundaries when it comes down to relationships. That's what I say. I've learned because love is you can literally be blinded by love because you love somebody just that much. So yeah, man, love is a drug, and depending on it could be a bad drug. Hey Jay, hope you having a blessed day too, my love. So yeah, man, the women don't be stupid. So other people on the outside that not in it hasn't been there, and they haven't seen the ins and out, haven't seen when that person is up. Like when I say up, I mean of good spirits. Them people, them type of people, the abusers, they have up and downs. They're like up, literally up and downstairs. And then that's what you hold on to. That's what we as women, I would say, or anybody who done ever been in a relationship like that, they hold on to those high moments. And it's like a see, we all need to be on the panel. With a P. Where like in that moment, you know that's what you're going through, but at the same time, you put it in the back of your mind because you want to experience this for a long period of time. That's what it's like. I go deep. I can write a book. Now that I can write a book about. I can write a book about that stuff. Cause I was in it. I get it. I understand why women stay. It's a high. Them people give off a high. Like a dopamine high. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Abusive toxic relationships. Yeah. As he said, women until he just understand. I feel like he said that until he just realized what was missing. He's like, people that stay in relationships like that are stupid. And I was like, nah. So I was breaking down. Nah, they ain't stupid. They just, it be the love for real. And I know people like, dang, no way you think that's love a person. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Cause you never, if we especially if you never experienced, you be like, dang, that ain't love. Like, but it be different. I know that's right, Brazy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Love on your queen. We need to go back to them days where kings was loving on their queens. And I know y'all gonna say, well, these at least the dudes in my city, they be like, these HOEs, these HOESs ain't no queens. They wanna turn up and drink Hennessy and smoke Black and Miles. I get what you're saying. But I'm learning, like, I can't even say it. That felt too funny when I saw that. He said, these ain't no queens. These are HOEs. They don't want to be loved on. They want to fight and smoke Black and Miles. I want to scream here. And I ain't gonna lie, some of them do. That's funny. Yeah, I really don't want to be here, if I'm being quite honest. I keep asking the Lord to take me from this job and place me somewhere else. My name in rooms though that I ain't stepped the foot in yet, y'all. Um, have you ever been in an abusive relationship? Or I can't even say were you an abuser. I don't think nobody gonna admit that they were abuser. Absolutely. I'm already knowing. I ain't y'all be hearing me say, babe, I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna get if my husband want to have 50, 11 kids and God allow me to do it, I'm gonna have them. Long as home is taken care of, we spiritually right in God, yeah, baby, I'm one of them. Baby, how many kids you wanna have? 6. Okay, come on. We're gonna start. Baby, I wanna start this business. Come on, what? I'm gonna be a supportive wife. Hey, hey. Cause to me, I ain't gonna say it's humility, but in the sense that it is for a man to get on his knee and say, "I want to spend the rest of your life with you," baby. What? Who? Me? I'm gonna be crying. Boogers, not tears. I don't even think I'm wearing no lashes the day of my funeral. My funeral, Jesus Lord, day of my the day of my marriage. I might just tell them, go on, put some mascara on, cause honey, it ain't gonna be no lashes left. Lashes gonna be gone. Or put some waterproof on them. Oh man. Hello, sir. Nice day. You too. Abusing you is insane. Women gotta do better, man. Stop putting your hands on these men. Keep your hands to yourself. I got brothers and boy cousins, so I ain't going. Keep your hands to yourself, one ladies. But I will say, if he hit you once, leave. I'm real firm on that now. Cause it don't never change. They don't change. Now that I'm gonna say they don't change. You have to leave them and let them go seek help. If you do it once, he'll do it again. Fellas, she do it once, she'll do it again. She'll get real comfortable. Cause they'll say, okay, well, she done or he done let it slide, so I could do it again. That's true. They will do it again. They will try you again. And if they don't do it physically, they'll do it some other way, verbally, jokingly. Leave. It's so hot. Ooh. Hey, Alex. Hold on, y'all. You is here. Come check this bag. Come check this bag. Hey. I know that'd be across the bag. Come check this bag. Check it.
I ain't checking nothing.
Check it.
So whatever you got in there that you ain't supposed to be,
Well,
where you take it back?
I don't got nothing. So I don't.
See, I got you to check your own bag. See how that works?
Not really though. I was trying to help you out so you can see up under my jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get stuff in there.
Yeah, I felt the energy too.
Yeah.
Uh, mm-hmm.
I do got a couple of things that put about it here.
Nah, I ain't got you.
But what's not going to go off?
It working.
Then why my look, why my pennies and quarters and go off?
It working.
Yeah, all right. Have a good day.
You too.
Be blessed. I work too hard.
Knock it all out. Knock it all out. Get that money.
So you coming to work on Friday? Oh, 13. Oh, who put them? Can I get one of the little Jesus?
Which one you want?
The one with the brown.
I know you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know that's right, Jay. I ain't been looking either, baby. I ain't got time to be looking. Look, I got a little Jesus, y'all. It's my saying, I love you, but Jesus love you more. Y'all do not want to be here. So I'm ready to go home. Sundays, I'll be like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just walk out. The other days, like, but I haven't found enough job. I'm gonna leave. Not gonna lie, put my 2 weeks. I'm gonna be out. No, that's right. No, that's right. Y'all see my many Jesuses? Look at my many Jesus. Oh yeah, I would have left too. So you left or she left? Which one? Mm, there we go. Shit. You would want to come here right when I figure to clock in and work in like 4 minutes. I might go back live on my lunch break. It's for 30 minutes. We'll see though. I know, Eric. I know. Trust me, I've had this conversation with God over and over again. I feel like it's to plant seeds, but I'm ready to go. Like, and I don't want to be disobedient. That's why I haven't left yet. So, because again, I had left here I was gone for a whole year, and He brought me back, and I know it's for a reason. And I think the reason is to plant seeds. This, it's a lot going on here. So, yeah, I got 5 more minutes. I gotta clock in. Mm. Yeah, Eric, I know. Trust me. I keep going back and forth with Jesus. I had some chips and I ate that bitch. There you go. Hey. 35 and wanting to party all the time. At what age do you cut it off? But you did the right thing. God don't miss. Look at my log. So big. God don't miss. I tell them, but Friday, y'all, I'm not coming here. I'm gonna be at work for Juneteenth. I'm not coming here Friday. They were honoring Juneteenth on Friday. I would not be here. And it's funny, right? Because the dude that checked me in, he always the first time when I came back to work, I had my Bible because I'm sure y'all carry out my Bible. Okay, good, because I'm gonna come alive. My book bag, I carry around. I gotta stay protected. It's a habit, carry out my Bible. So the first time I came in, he was like, "Oh, nothing interesting in here." I said, "You sure?" Says you didn't see that pink Bible in there. He went to Somaliland. And then the day I go up there, he got these little Jesuses up there. He was like, I was like, hey, because I started not notice. And this Eric, you might know you son Eric. And it's funny because it can take me back to what Eric said. He's like, it's a reason that you was there. Normally these don't be up there. I've been trying to find these little ones for the longest. This lady, she got one at her, she got a bunch of them at her desk. And I was passing out the bigger ones, but they been having these little ones around. So I just asked him, and it could be him. God, is that my husband? Cause he real cool, but I asked him, can I have some? Can I have one? He gave it to me, and it was behind him. Let me find out. Cause I asked God that too. I said, "Am I hurting him?" I asked God that. Why am I here? I know I'm blessed. Hey, my love. I'm blessed. How are you? Uh, but yeah, he had these little Jesus. He asked me which one I wanted. He didn't even say, okay, he just had this. And he said, which one you want? He gave me this one. I wanted this one. Today gonna be a good day just because it's the start of what I seen today. And let's go back to what Eric said. I'm supposed to be here for a reason. I'm gonna keep this one though, because I lost my other one. It's gotta be in my house somewhere. I'm gonna keep this one though. Put it in my I left my pen at home. Put it close to my heart in my pocket. I'm put another pen. I'm hoping it's the I know God using you, Eric. I'm gonna just say that. Okay. Today he absolutely used you today. I'm trying to but this is my thing before I get off here because I gotta clock in. Faith has been popping up a lot, like in my readings, in the scripture. And like I met this lady, her name was Faith. That was the start of her name, right? And then I found those rocks and it said Faith. I had Faith set up in my car a certain way. It was turned so other people can read it. All of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm driving. The rock turns around so I can see that they say Faith. And it hasn't flipped. This rock hasn't moved, it hasn't turned while I'm driving or nothing. That it's stuck on showing facing me, faith. And I didn't even think about it, right? Matthew 19:26. I'm firm on this scripture. With God, all things are possible. I didn't even realize I did it for the people that was in the back of me. But when I take my review mirror and I move it around, I adjust it, I'm able to see the word God and I know what it's saying in my review mirror. But yeah, you're right. One of them is faith for sure. My word is definitely faith. Anyways, y'all. Oh, look at the puppy. There. Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. Hi there, Luz.
Hi, Lucy.
Oh, she says you smell interesting.
I have a dog at home, so maybe she smells him.
She says, hi, you smell very interesting.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You listen, I'm finna go get off. We finna go to Eric Live, Dominic. Eh,
And 3 out of 4 of them tested positive.
I'm not charging looking for. Oh, let me go clock in. I guess I can walk the charge to my destination. I'm a minute late. Hey, Willie. How you?
I'm exhausted, girl. Her freaking time's busy today.
Oh no, don't tell me that. I'm not excited about. Oh, you ain't training.
Right? Yeah, I'm the girl back still.
So good.
It'll be Monday.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm already putting my suit, so I'm not gonna lie.
What's up, man? No, I was trying to help.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, we going to Air Live. I gotta go to work. I don't want to be here. Lord. I be asking Lord, I be like, Lord, make a shift. Do a shift, Jesus. Expeditiously. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm gonna put God first, and then and then you follow. Yeah. But I like